The great Soviet states spent years preparing for a world war, creating the image of an invincible fortress with the strongest army in the world. Or maybe it was just a giant stage set built on lies and paranoia, where the fear of one's own leader was stronger than common sense. June 1941, Germany attacks the Soviet Union, and all this imagined power crumbles within weeks as millions of soldiers are captured and thousands of tanks are abandoned without fuel. That was when the cursed capitalists came to the rescue, without whom this house of cards would have collapsed back in 1942. Just imagine that the Western Allies delivered over 18,000 aircraft and nearly 13,000 tanks, including the legendary Shermans, which made up a significant part of the armored forces. The true foundation of Soviet mobility was not Russian carts, but over 400,000 American jeeps and Studebaker trucks, without which the artillery would have simply sunk in the mud. Every third shell was fired thanks to Western gunpowder, and over 2 million tons of steel and 300,000 tons of aluminum became the basis for Soviet guns and planes which otherwise could not have been built. Even the legendary Soviet aviation flew on American fuel, with over 2 million tons delivered because their own factories could not produce fuel of the required quality. And while propaganda depicted a well-fed soldier, the Allies sent 4.5 million tons of food, saving the army from starving to death in the trenches. It turns out that the victory they love to shout about today would have been impossible without $11 billion in aid from the free world, which effectively armed and fed this empire. Thus, Russia's greatness in that war is just a fragile facade propped up by foreign resources, without which the Second Army of the world would have turned into historical ash before the first snow fell.